Hello everyone and welcome to this week's game development log video diary, and this week I've got a load of various little updates to show you. First off, this week I added one more change to the combat system so that projectiles now collide with mobs on the client side as well. They always had their collision detected on the server side, so they did used to deal damage, but on the client side they would still appear to go straight through the mobs. So I implemented collision detection for them on the client now, which makes for some much more satisfying hits. Probably the biggest update that I made this week was a change to the font rendering system. I pretty much redid the way that the game loads up a font and renders text, so text now looks much smoother than before, and the system is now a lot more flexible, so I can very easily use different fonts wherever I want. And I put this new system to good use this week by implementing area names, so whenever you move into a new area in the world, the name of the area is shown briefly on the screen like this. To set the area names, I had to add support for them into the world editor, so I can now select a whole town or field, and then I can set the name for the area like this. I can also get a visual overview of all of the different areas by clicking this button here. Next up this week, I've started to implement a minimap. I only started this last night though, so I haven't got very far yet, but it currently displays a simple overview of the terrain, as well as the name of the area where the player currently is. Another more subtle update this week was that I added the ability for text to fade in and out, and you've already seen this with the area names, but I also now use it to make the damage numbers fade out nice and cleanly, as well as for the cache indicator text in the top left. I also added some more options to the attack editor tool, such as these options here for close combat attacks, so I can now choose at which points during the attack the damage is actually caused, and I can also set the angle of effect of the attack, which determines the kind of area that it affects. On top of all of that, I also added a couple of new models into the game this week. So we've got this new fence model here, a couple of new mushrooms, and also a new grass texture. Finally, if you watched last week's behind the scenes devlog video, then you'll know that I've been creating a new world map, which I continued working on this week. And I've also been working on some new designs for the logo, but I still haven't made any final decisions about it. Next week I've got even more stuff planned because I'm trying to cram in as many features as I can before the Kickstarter campaign, so I'm hoping to implement shadows, mounts, better animations and buildings that you can enter all in the next couple of weeks. For this week though, that is pretty much it. If anyone would like to have a go at creating some attack animations for the player, then please do send me an email, as I think it would be really cool to have a load of varied attacks in the game before the Kickstarter, and I also really want to be able to show how much you guys, the community, have got involved with this project. If you want to see extra pictures and videos of what I'm working on during the week, then you can follow me on any of my social media pages. All of the links are in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you all next time.